Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to this channel, liking, subscribing, leaving your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love, much prayers to everybody out there. We here on this Friday night. We broadcasting from YouTube, the primary broadcasting platform. We here on Live Conversations number 163. This is our 163rd live conversation, you know, and we broadcasting to my right, which may look to the left on Facebook. We here to talk about reality type topics on here. This is what we talk about in the live conversations as you would talk about with your friends and your family and whatnot. Here's my disclaimer: is I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church, so please do not label those titles on me. We just here having a conversation, interacting with the people on YouTube and Facebook. So to all those over righteous Christians out there, listen, hold your peace. Hold your peace for sure. We're just here talking about a topic titled Why do some people or some exes or whatever the case may be, they don't want to see you happy at all. It could have been a person you've been dealing with or talking to, trying to get to know, and things just don't work out, and then they see you with somebody else, you get married and whatnot and things of that nature, and they have some type of animosity, they have some type of hatred, towards your situation. So I know a lot of people out there, been through things like that. And do remember, this ain't no sermon. This ain't no sermon. This is a conversation. That's it. I know a lot of people get confused or, those newcomers and whatnot. I ain't Pastor Harvin. I'm just Brother Harvin. We just having a conversation. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. This ain't no podium and nothing like that. You understand? All right. What up to everybody in the chat room on YouTube? The primary platform. What's up to everybody on YouTube? What up, Imani? What's up to Georgina Flemings, one of the channel moderators? Appreciate your work and conducting, and putting things in order on this YouTube channel for sure. I'm always, I don't mind anybody else volunteering to be a moderator, but you got to be on point. You got to be trustworthy for sure. So if you're interested in being a moderator here on this YouTube channel, hit me up, BOXERTONYHARVIN at gmail.com. We got some good content on here, and we growing, day by day for sure. In general, shout out to Facebook. We broadcasting live from the 13th time on Facebook to my right hand side, which may look left. What up to Sandra Williams? You says God, then everything else. Okay, what's up? What's up, Sister Davis? What's up? How you doing? Appreciate your questions that day in the biblical discussion. For sure, that was great. So anybody's welcome, even women. When we have these biblical discussions here on the YouTube channel, you're welcome to chime in, hit the link on StreamYard, and chime in and ask questions. All right. What up, the Lady Speed? What up? What up? What up, Cynthia Hall? Georgina Flemings. What up, Imani? What up? What up, Latanya Vera Webb? Aware 75, all over YouTube. Juan Theron Harris. What's up? What's up? What up? Jesus is Lord of Jesus Christ is Lord, King of Kings. What up? What is that? Amira. What's up? What up, Levy? You said you've been missing out. Oh yeah. It's been a lot of good stuff on here, especially that debate the other night with Captain Tazariak and Reginald Young. We're looking to have a part 2 to that. Vera Webb says envy and jealousy in reference to the topic that we are talking about. I would say yes, envy and jealousy. They wish they could be in that spot. They wish they could be, in that position. But you don't realize you had something good until it's gone. You understand that? You done played around. And listen, I've been a suspect to those things in the past. You understand? In my younger years, you don't realize you had something good till it's gone. You feel me? you know? And you see the person, they happy and everything. You understand that? And you be like, man, dang, I messed up. I messed up something good. Listen, I'm a humble brother. I could be honest with myself, man. Back in the day when I was younger, you know. See, you're absolutely right. Envy and jealousy, man. Even if a person is not an ex, even if just, maybe a friend or a family member or somebody on the outside circuit, they're looking on social media or whatever the case may be. They see you're happy. They see you happy in what you're doing or your marriage or whatever the case may be, and they don't like that. Instead of taking advice, instead of taking things in a way or format of encouragement, they want to hate on you. They don't want to see you happy. They miserable. Appreciate that at Latanya McNeil. Eleanor, what up? What up? What up again? You understand? I hope you're gonna be in the building tomorrow for that biblical discussion. 1 p.m. Peter Cox and Cartel Young here on this YouTube channel. You know. You says X's. I guess you mean either. Must be a typo. You said X's either hating or coming back. Mostly men do that. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think it's equal, man. If you're talking about, the male and the female, it's just that females do it in a different format. They do it in a different way, you know. Yes, they either hating or either trying to come back, sending those text messages, trying to sneak a text message in. Oh, baby, I miss you. I love you. You understand that? Or they send old pictures and whatnot. Remember when we was at, such and such on the beach in Atlantic City? It was cuddling and snuggling. They want to send old pictures and whatnot, trying to bring back memories. But you got to understand that person may be locked and sealed, man. That person's mind and that person's heart is to the person that they with and, on their way to marriage or married. They ain't trying to mess that up. You understand? So when it's over, man. You got to take that L, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that L. That's it. You got to listen. You got to take that left hand, right. You know what I mean? You got to take those L's. You know what I mean? Hey, it may hurt at the time, but it's part of life. You messed up in general. Listen, you got to keep it moving. Prince Sean says, I'm not ready to be a moderator. These people are crazy. Listen, I mean, when you're a moderator, man, you got the opportunity to block people, get rid of them, and whatnot. You know what I mean? I appreciate what Georgina Fleming is doing with the channel. And Jackie, Call Me Blessed, appreciate what they're doing to this channel. Try to keep this thing in order, for sure. What up, Mr. Ham? What up, what up, what up? Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Fleming says, an individual, Fleming's from YouTube. He says an individual is probably not over their ex if he or she don't like seeing their ex happy. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. And a lot of people, whether I talk to people, whatever the case may be, or past experiences when I was like a young in my teens or early 20s or whatever the case may be, some people's feelings don't go away. They keep those feelings. In general, you could have been high school sweethearts. 20, 30 years passed. You see the person on Facebook. 40 years done passed. You still got those same feelings from high school, from Lincoln High School. You understand? Snyder High School, Ferris High School, or something like that. You still holding on feelings. St. Anthony's. And those are high schools in Jersey City, You're still holding on those feelings to that person, It's crazy, man. What up, Puerto Rico? What up? What up? Absolutely. Absolutely. Homer Butler. What up? What up? What up, Terra Dome from YouTube? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. You says their well has ran dry. Yeah, man. Listen, when you mess up, that's it. That is it. Social LNR. This is a good one right here. LNR. Oh, you was hitting earlier in that early topic. LNR says social media make it hard for people to move on now. Social media. I was going to have a topic called, and I thought about it, I got to write it in my notes. Social media has messed up a lot of people, relationships, friendships, marriages, and whatnot, man. That's going to be another hot topic coming soon, man, for sure, because I know a lot of people could relate to that. You know, social media has messed up a lot of people's, I'm just going to put it like this, situationships, relationships, marriages. You understand that? Just by clicking of the like button. Man. Little stuff like that can mess up situations just by clicking the like button. Because guess what? It's going to appear on the other side and people can see it. You know, that's you know what I mean? You got I'm not justifying it, but you got to be careful what you're clicking on. You understand that? All right. And you said Eleanor from YouTube says that's the struggle for people these days. Social media. That is, listen, we could just close this down right here. You know what I mean? we could just shut this down and end the broadcast. Because you on point with that one. Social media. Man. Let me tell you something, man. I had my fair share with this social media stuff, man. But I will tell you, man, I kept myself real humble, man. You know, when you have a platform, or not that it's about popularity or anything, man, because I don't care about numbers, man. Like, but you know, some people are just, you know, popular or whatever the case may be. You know, and when you're talking with somebody and things like that, one can't control what another person say. But the problem is if you're that person and you entertain what somebody say. So hypothetically speaking, if person A was a male and you know they got women commenting on their pages or whatever the case may be, you can't control that, man. You can't control it, but you could address it. But at the end of the day, that person don't care. You know, you could block them, but guess what? They might make another page, man, another fake page or whatever the case may be. You know, because people don't want to see you happy. You understand that? So they will try any and everything to mess up what you got going on that you're happy with, you know? And sometimes, you know, the other person could assume stuff, man. You know what I mean? Assumptions can mess things up upon a situationship or whatever the case may be. Whereas though that the other person might be righteous, you know? The other person might be righteous. And, you know, some people miss their blessings in reference to assuming things, you know? So that's a good point right there at LNR, man. That's definitely a good point for sure. What up, what is that, Reynolds from Facebook. Shout out to Sharon Johnson, Christina Brown from Facebook, you know, and everybody else tuning in on Facebook for sure. What up, Chris? Simple Faith. What up? Flemish says, at the end of the day, we are human. So it may just irks us, especially if it's a new breakup and the individual moved on promptly. Well, I agree to some extent because I'm different, man. I'm different. Like back in the day or whatever the case may be, when that was happening, breakups or whatever, yeah, I'll be a little salty for a couple of days, but I know me, man. I get over it, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just me. You know, I'm not going to sit here and dwell on something that didn't work out, but that's just me. You know what I mean? Some people dwell on that stuff, you know, but in life, man, you know, you may be stressed or depressed for a couple of days or whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta take care of yourself, you know, in reference to like stress and depression, because that could take a toll on your body in a physical sense later on down the road. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know, dwell on something for a long time, man. That's just not me at the end of the day. You know, if this person moved on or want to move on or it didn't work out, you know what I mean? A lot of people know me. hey, move on. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be a little hurt. You'll be hurt for a couple of days and crying and texting and trying to get it back. Writing little poems, sending songs from YouTube, you know, and whatnot. Listen, I remember back in the day, I did my dirt for sure. I did my dirt trying to get it back. Listen, I'm keeping it real, man. This is keeping real conversations also. I know a lot of people act over righteous as if they never been through situations like this, man. As if they never been through it, man. Listen, you could be holier than thou, but you still have been through situations like this when you was younger, or you probably still going through it now, you know? So you're right, Flemings. It could irk a lot of people badly, badly, because they feel they have some type of entitlement to you, but people move on. A lot of people can move on quickly, man. Not that they was, already to miss when they was talking to that person, but they can move on, man. Some people are just like that. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta take that L, man. You gotta take that L. Um, Puerto Rico, what up? What up? He says, or some exes might be so miserable they want to see their ex miserable too. That's a good point. That's a good point, in the sense of people will try to bring you down to the level that they at. They don't want to be the only ones on a lower level of being miserable. They're trying to bring their ex down also, you know. So that's very understandable, from past experiences. That was something like that, minor wise, like like I said, my teens and my early 20s, man. That's a good point right there. Puerto Rico. Rico, Rico from Facebook. What up? What up? You said when it's done, it's done. Mm. that's the haymaker right there. When it's done, it's done. When it's done, it's done. When somebody's fed up, that's it, man. You know, that is it. You said nowadays it causes conflict. Yeah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely true. Ninasita, he says, hola, hello to you too. You said, bro, Tony, this is right on time for me. My ex just texted me saying that he was cleaning up and found something of mine. We have been broken up for years. Wow. Wow. Listen, like Rico said from Facebook, when it's done, man. You know, people trying to bring up, little stuff. Remember this song that I played to you when we first met? Listen, that stuff ain't gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. It might work on some, but for the most part, when somebody's fed up, man, that's it. That is it. Bever Webb says it's sad when you see a person deeply in love with their ex, but their ex doesn't want them. Mm, mm, mm. Man, y'all been hitting all day today. You understand? He says, I tell anybody their rejection is God's protection. Wow, that's a deep one. When somebody is deeply in love with their ex, but their ex doesn't want them. Wow, that hurts. I've had experiences with that, in my younger years and whatnot in general and what have you. And you're right, when somebody don't want you, man, and you want them back on account of, especially if you did something like wrong, especially if you was out there, cheating, let's keep it real, flirting, whatever the case may be, being abusive, heavy drug use or drug use in general, being disrespectful and whatnot, All right. Appreciate that, Sister Davis. Appreciate that. You funny. Puerto Rico said that's why I killed social media Haven't had social media in 7 years. Yeah, man. Social media. Let me read this comment also. Homer Butler says social media is like social temptation in nowadays. And that's why a lot of people they may, what's the word? When you shut your social media page down on Facebook for a little bit, I forgot what it's called. You know, they disable it for a little while because a lot of people go through a lot of things on social media, man. But me, in general, being on social media, man, it equips you, man. And I know better not to fall. Now I know better not to fall into anything that will entertain women in general, man. We know that on Instagram mainly, you got the Instagram models, you got the OnlyFans page, whatever that stuff called, man. I don't never been on it, you know what I mean, to really go in deeper depths with it. You understand that? You know what I mean? And you see the women out there, consistently every day, all day, posting up them like semi naked and whatnot, and as PJ taught, the nature of a man is what? You understand that? But you got two choices. You're either going to just look and go, or you're going to entertain it, man. And if you got a wife, or if you got somebody out there, man, who you're really interested in marrying, man, like, man, don't do it. You understand? It definitely may look tempting. We had a topic called Think with the Right Head. I think it was only on YouTube a couple of days ago, not on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. We had that topic up there. Fellas, think with the right head. You understand? It's a lot of temptations, a lot. Listen, you could be on a normal website. You could be on NBA.com watching basketball, and a pop-up come of a naked woman out of nowhere. Definitely got to be careful with social media and the internet in general. What up, Paulette? Jeremy Dunbar, that jealousy and insecurity is dangerous. You're right. You're right, because some people will take it to another level and physically harm that person that don't want to be with them. I've heard about it. You know, in the news and whatnot. I've heard about it. You know, especially in Jersey City. Especially in Jersey City, I remember it was a time. I don't know, it was like 2005 or something like that, man. This cat from Communipol, this cat from Communipol, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but some people know what I'm talking about. He was dealing with this female, you know. I guess they had a situation up there in Wilkerson. I think it was Wilkerson between, we call it Jackson, which they call Martin Luther King Drive or something like that, in Ocean. And he shot and killed the girl, beautiful girl from Lincoln High School, and then he killed himself. Unbelievable, unbelievable. It's crazy. Over what? You gonna take somebody's life over what? You understand that? It's crazy, man. So you're absolutely right on jealousy and insecurity is dangerous. Or it's another situation that happened. I believe it was downtown Jersey City about 5 years ago. I forgot the person's name because I would say it. He shot his girlfriend and killed himself. What an idiot. You understand that? That is an idiot action to do. I don't care if you know him or not. I don't care if you know him. It was an idiot action. Over a female? Really? Just because y'all having issues, just because she don't want to be with you or he don't want to be with you, you're going to shoot and kill him and then kill yourself? Unbelievable. I would never get to a point of thinking that way. I don't care how, hypothetically speaking, I don't care how deeply I'm in love with a woman and she don't want to be with me. I wouldn't dare to do that. I wouldn't even think about that. You understand? There's no excuses for that at all. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people know them too. I don't care. It ain't right. Simple. All right. He said not the mixtape. Let's go to let's go to Facebook. What up? What up, Tito? what, what up, Tot? I know you over there laughing. Marion Projects from Jersey City in the building. What up? Thanks a lot, Christopher. Right? Deactivate is the word. Rico, you said, Rico from Facebook said, it's a lot of people out here on those sites looking for attention and affection. And the rejection comes, they don't know how to handle it literally. Have a greater chance of happening how to rejection of not being interested. Rico Gonzalez Hudson from Facebook writes, let me read that again, the first part. You said, it's a lot of people out here on those sites looking for attention. You're right. You're right. And some of those people on those sites, man, they married, but yet they on OnlyFans, selling pictures on, selling videos, or even selling themselves. You understand that? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Or there's a guy or a girl, whatever the case may be, fall into temptation, knowing they got a wife, knowing they got a husband and whatnot, or trying to get to know somebody to get married and whatnot. You understand? And then they mess up, man, just because of temptation. See, the thing is, man, when you fall into that, man, when you entertain that stuff, you entertain that stuff. A lot of people, relationships, getting to a point of marriage, and marriages mess up because, a lot of people think with the wrong head, man. You understand? They think with the wrong head. And, they rather that 5-minute thrill. You understand? Christopher Wright off of Facebook, he says, it is sad how low society has stooped. True. Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's well, talking about something else. What up, Alan Lewis off of YouTube. Simple Faith, Christopher Wright off of YouTube writes, and maybe somebody could respond to that also. He says, I don't have any exes. Really? Really? Give us a reason why you don't have any exes. So you never ever talk to a female or try to get to know her or something like that. You don't have any exes, but have you ever tried to get to know a female? You understand that? Any interest in a female, and you approached her, hey, how you doing? What's your name? And all that good stuff, all that respectful stuff. Not yo, my maid, short A, you, light skin, red bone. No. Like how we used to do back in the hood on Orient or Clerk Street, or Fulton Avenue. Not like that. Respectfully, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Whatever. Listen, if she ain't interested, keep it moving, man. Take the L right there, But I'm asking Simple Faith. You said, where does that leave you at? But answer my question. Have you ever talked to a woman that you was interested in, or that both of y'all had an interest in each other? Let me know that, since you said you didn't have any exes, excuse me. All right. Terradome says, back in the day, I prescribed to the Sugar Hill Gang method of breaking up hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Well, I don't know about that, man. You gotta enlighten me a little bit more on that. I'm not hip to that. I don't know what that means. What up, Gene Lewis? He said, "Boy, bye." You funny. Oh man, you funny. You funny as that was funny. That was funny at Paulette. I don't know who you was talking to. Shane Harvey said, I found Pastor Gino after praying about my ex. His teacher set me free. She was once married but divorced. Got you. Shout out to you at Shane Harvey. Christopher Wright, once again, he says, the scarce things are not valued. What up, servant's vessel? from New York City off of Facebook. What up? What up? What up? Latanya McNeil Williams. I used to be that over righteous person before I joined First Church. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad you dumbed it down. Coming on this YouTube years ago, or coming on a conversation, just having normal conversations. A lot of those so-called, a lot of those over righteous church people, man, they just come bang at you with scripture and whatnot. You understand that? They try to shove the Bible down your throat as if I don't know anything. They try to come with John 3:16, for God so loved the world. They're trying to come with the Lord, the prayer from Matthew 6 and 9 to 13. I will follow with y'all in heaven. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. They try to come with all this stuff like you don't know nothing. But they got to realize, you understand, there are people out there that, you know what I mean, you gotta connect with them, maybe in a conversational way. You understand that? There's nothing wrong with having a conversation, because we all go through real life situation and real life matters. You understand? And a lot of those over righteous people out there, the churches, man, they really, really are head over heels. Like they never did nothing wrong in life. Like they poop don't stink. You understand that? But no, you know what I mean? That stuff is like annoying when over righteous people do that. It's so annoying. So it's so annoying, man, for sure. All right, but I'm glad you got out of that at Latanya. Mil Ram says, also be careful not to play out your breakup on social media. Listen, Shushan hook. That was a good one right there. You shoe shined them, you threw the left hook on that one. For sure. Shoe shined them. Also, be careful not to play out your breakup on social media. People getting hurt out here. Be mature. Wow. Social media once again. People breaking up on social media and whatnot, writing a whole essay. I can't stand this N or this B. They make me sick. This person did this. This person did that. Talking down on this person. I wouldn't recommend that either. You understand that? Breakups and whatnot being placed on social media, man. Nah. No way. That definitely could be a mess for sure. Definitely. So that was a good point right there. Eleanor, social media is deceiving. I'll make single people want a relationship and married people want to be single again. Oh, it'll make, excuse me. You meant, beg your pardon. Forgive me for that. You says it'll make people want a relationship and married people want to become single again. All lies and deceit, vanity of the eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. Social media. Listen, you could use social media for good. You could use it for bad. Blessingly, I have used social media for the good, for positive things, whether it was exercise videos and whatnot, health and wellness, conversational videos like this, the truth of God. We broadcast biblical discussions and whatnot. Listen, you don't see Tony Harvin putting up nonsense ever. You understand that? Ever. I don't care what I'm going through. And I could go through some stuff. I go through some stuff in life. Let me tell you, probably some more harder stuff than what these people post on Facebook and whatnot. But you got to be humble, man. You got to be humble. You understand that? So you're absolutely right about that. Levy says we have to talk about what is that? Feminism in the churches one day, Tony. Okay. All right. We got to title it some way where as though people who are not in the church could relate to it, could understand it. You know what I mean? To get some encouragement on that. You know what I mean? So definitely, for sure. You know what I mean? We definitely could touch on that. Definitely. I think somebody brought that up a long time ago. I can't remember. Latanya says social media can be a dangerous platform. Absolutely. Mr. Ham says, okay, I get at you, Mr. Ham. I get at you with that one. You know what I mean? I get at you. Simple Face says people do some crazy stuff, demonic influences. Good point right there. Shout out to Kareem Antoinette from Facebook. Appreciate that. DeWanda Let bygones be bygones. Absolutely. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya. You're absolutely right about that one. You know, social media can be a dangerous platform if you use it unwisely. Latanya says, off of YouTube. You're right. You're right, for sure. You know, Ari Coast says, love all things concerning human relations. Got you, for sure. You know what I mean? Appreciate that at Paulette. Appreciate that. Christopher Wright, aka Simple Face, says, sure. I just never had any blessings. I'm just gonna say that in that department, you know. We don't really deal with luck. We don't deal with luck. You understand? Um, I would say, man, of course, me and you talk, you rap. You gotta call me on that one, man. You gotta call me on that one, man. We could talk about that for sure, man, on a one-on-one, you know. But man, in these days, man, in these days, I think I was talking with somebody earlier, man. In these days, it's tough, man. It's tough to really find somebody or come across somebody solid, you know, because in a sense, in these days, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of women, you know, they want that bad boy. They want that person on the corner with his pants hanging down, sagging, you know what I mean, in and out of jail and whatnot. Person that'll beat them up, treat them wrong, cheat on them and whatnot, and things like that. You know what I mean? Cheating on them with 15 women, disrespect them, and things like that. They like that type of stuff. You understand? They like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying all women. You know what I mean? But when it's a brother and Christopher, you a stand up brother, man. You're a good dude. You understand? And things like that. When you got a good brother out there like yourself and whatnot, you know what I mean? It seems that they don't want that. You understand? Not that it's about that, but I don't really know your situation, man. But we got to talk one on one. You know what I mean? When you call me, but from experiences of what I've seen and whatnot, comparing me now and me back in the day, oh man, when I had the braids, the chains, the watch, the earring, come on, man. Some of y'all know me from back in the day when I used to wear stuff like that. You know what I mean? As a DJ, oh, the women want you. The women will want you for sure. But once I start getting into the church, cut my hair off and looking clean cut, you know, in the gym all day, you know what I mean, trying to make something of myself, they shunning away slowly, slowly, slowly. Oh, he's probably bored, you know, he's probably boring and stuff like that. But they don't know, man. I'm a funny guy. I like to make people laugh and whatnot. Not that I'm putting myself as a candidate out there, man. I'm just talking about experiences and whatnot, man. But in these days, man, Christopher, it's harder, man. It's tough, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's tough. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, you know, in a £1,000,000 haystack. You know what I mean? Trying to find that right one for you, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. Real tough, man. Like somebody brought up about social media with the temptations and whatnot, man, and things like that, man. It's tough, man. But we got to talk one on one, man. You know what I mean? Spirit says seems cooperate mesh with the preaching. Appreciate that, Spirits. You know, and Gino gives a lot of good advice, man. That's where I get my advice from, man. The videos, all me and him, you know, once in the blue talk and whatnot, man. That good advice, man, from a coach. Like I call him coach. I call him Coach Gino, man. You understand that? All right. um. Okay. Um. mm, Black Apple. Black Apple. I mean, I don't want to read that. You know what I mean? Because that sound kind of like racist. You know that comment that you wrote, man. Um. Let me just view it. I ain't gonna read that, Black Apple. I can't read that. You know what I'm saying? That sound kind of racist right there, man. Because it's almost like you're targeting one race. You understand that? But the people that I have seen that couldn't handle a breakup was my own people. You understand that? I mean, people from different areas may see a different race or see a different culture, that can't handle breakups and divorces and whatnot, man, and they result in killing that person and or committing suicide, man. You know, because I could have said that earlier about my culture, from what I've seen and what I heard about. You know what I mean? So it all depends about what area a person is from, because you got to understand. I believe we got over 7 billion people in this world, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? We are not around any and everybody and things like that. So maybe from the area you from, you've seen like a lot of Hispanic men that can't handle that. And you said it's like if they can't have you, nobody will. Now I heard of a situation where a young lady was talking to somebody of that culture, or a few times and whatnot, and they can act a certain way. You know what I mean? I'm not pinpointing them. I'm just going by what I have heard about them. And you have put a comment out there at Black Apple. You know what I mean? So elaborate a little bit more on your comment when you refer to Hispanic men. You know what I mean? All right. Jeremy Dunbar says from YouTube says never air out your dirty laundry. Some things need to be private. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that, man. You know what I mean? But you got a lot of people on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. What else is out there? Help me out. Especially Clubhouse. Although I don't have Clubhouse. You know what I mean? That new whatever Clubhouse, whatever the case may be, people they go in, man. They go in for what reason? I don't know, man. I don't know. You understand that? I don't know. All right. Fleming says some people are preoccupied with the injustice done to them and want revenge. Ooh, you're absolutely right. Social media really watered down the true way of living for God. Levy says from YouTube. Spirit says, stay strong in the Lord Jesus, word, his Holy Spirit, young brother. Appreciate that. What up, Levels? What up, Nikki? What up? Long time. You understand? He says, no, we don't. You funny. Eleanor says, there are witches out here that are manifesting their exes back into their lives. Woo. Witches. That's another good topic. Black magic, witchcraft, astral projection. You know what I mean? Which people make the witch riding your back. People call sleep paralysis and whatnot. I believe somebody on Facebook put something up on the witch riding your back or sleep paralysis. I forgot who that person was, but that definitely be a good topic to touch on again, man. But you says they can't figure out why they keep going back. Principalities and spiritual wickedness is real out here. You're right. You know what I mean? So when I said earlier that I'll be down for a couple of days, but I ain't gonna sit here and dwell on somebody for a long time that I want to harm them or really want them back. That I'm going crazy for a long time for them. I ain't gonna do that. That ain't me. No way. Listen, a couple of days, you're depressed, you're stressed, man. I miss you, whatever. After that, man, I'm going by experience when I was young. That's it. She don't want me, whatever. You know what I mean? I'll take that L. I'll take that L. Levy says, I never understood how a woman would want a street dude, especially a woman who claimed to be a woman of God. Good point. Good point. But from experience, speaking with some women, a lot of women, they like that bad boy. Well, to me, they ain't no bad boy because a lot of them are weak-minded. A lot of them just are punks, to be honest with you. There's some real people out there and whatnot, but some people just perpetrate a fraud. They just there just because they want to be something that they're not from experience. You know what I mean? All right. You said it's like Geno Jennings said, someone can be in the church, but the church is not in them. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people out there who just portraying to be a street thug, portraying. You know, they don't come from that lifestyle. They haven't been through nothing of the streets and things like that. And you got a lot of fakes out there. You know what I mean? So they portray something that they're not. You know what I mean? It's some real street people out there as far as like being real. You know, I'm not justifying it, but a lot of them portray that lifestyle. You know, and a lot of women, they like that bad boy type of feel, bad boy type of look and whatnot. Like I said, when I was younger, man, dressing a certain way with wearing jewelry and whatnot with my braids. I mean, a lot of women will come at you, man. But once you start getting cleaned up and trying to get right with God, man, it's like they don't want to deal with you no more. You understand? It's all good though, you know. All right. Simple Faith, Christopher says, we can thank Hollywood and the entertainment world for the way society has become. Oh man, that's funny, but it's true. It's funny, but it's true. You know what I mean? Black Apple, it's all good. And also, like, I don't really like to, you know what I mean, touch on different races and whatnot because, you know, YouTube, they catch you with a community strike and whatnot. Somebody might report the timestamp that was mentioned and stuff like that, man. So things like that, man, one has to really watch their words and whatnot. All right. Jeremy Dunbar says, one of my children's friend's sister did some shady stuff. She came out the bathroom with makeup saying she had a black eye from a man. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It kind of took me back to the movie, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Mark Lawrence and that crazy woman. You understand that? Almost at the end of the movie, where she beat herself and whatnot and said he did it. You got a lot of women out there like that too, you know, which is crazy, man. Very crazy. Some crazy. Listen, I'm not pinpointing you women, but some of y'all are crazy. Literally. You understand that? Literally. You know, and you explained that she went in the bathroom and put some makeup on. Some women out there will actually beat themselves up. You know, beat themselves up and say the man did it. But thank goodness for cameras and whatnot out here, man. Thank goodness for cell phones and the document where you was, your timing, and you know, if you got GPS and tracking on your phone, it tells you where you was at that time, or whatever the case may be. You know, so use that camera phone wisely when somebody try to blame you for something like that. You know what I mean? That's crazy, but people do it. People do it, man. People actually do it. Whew, excuse me. Appreciate that at Alvarez off of Facebook. Appreciate that. You funny. What up, Dale Nelson from Facebook? Shout out to you, Dale Nelson. Shout out to Shona Gates from Facebook. Ronald Hunt. What up? What is that? Bentia from Facebook. Vaughn King. I don't know this other name. You know. What up to Letitia Marie? DeWanda from Facebook says a woman of faith who is single won't be into bad boys, especially if she's submissive. Good point right there. Good point. You know, I don't see what's attractive about going after a person who's taking penitentiary chances. I don't care how street they say they are. I don't care about that. You know, you know what I'm saying? But women, some women are attracted to that, man. I don't understand why a person or a man want to take penitentiary chances just to be around a bunch of men for a little while or a long time. I don't get it. You understand? Listen, you got a wife at home. You got thighs and hips at home. You know what I mean? You got soft skin. You understand that? You gotta listen. You gotta rub your chops on that one. You gotta rub your chops. You know what I mean? When you got a wife at home like that, you know, thighs, good hips. You know, soft, tender. You understand that? But you want to take penitentiary chances to be around a bunch of men? Really? It's crazy. You know what I mean? Keeping it real, man. This also keeping it real conversations. You know what I mean? All right. Penelope, you says wonderful conversation piece, very important. We all who are single or exes of the he said exes of the Texas type people. It is where we at. Just be obedient to the commandments of the word of God. Stay focused. Okay. Eleanor says, hey Tony, I don't think you would take a L that easy. Men don't like when their ego is challenged. Come on. You don't know me too well. You don't know me. You understand that? You don't know me. You don't know me too well. I know you don't know me too well. But those who know me, you understand that? Those who I've interacted with and, you know, they know me. You understand that? I ain't going to sit here and dwell on somebody for a long time. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here, close my room door or sit there for weeks and months crying myself a river. No way. You understand that? That's just not me. I can't do that. You know, a couple days and that's it. You understand that? My life is more important than to be stressed out or depressed for a couple days, having a thing, because stress and depression could affect you physically. It could raise your blood pressure. You understand that? So I'm not going to allow that to happen over some person. I'm not going to put my life in danger over stress and depression over a woman. You know what I'm saying? I always been like that, you know, even as a kid. You understand that? No way. Listen, a couple days, you know, you sob, you cry. I miss her. I love her. We had this, we had that. You know what I mean? But a couple days, man, that's it. You know, hey, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Simple as that, man. You know, you hope and pray that it would have happened or it would happen. You know, if it's going to happen, then you know, it would happen at the end of the day. You know, but I got no problem with taking the L's. You know, if you're talking about approaching women and they don't give you the opportunity, um, you don't know me. You understand that? You don't know me at all. All right. No hard feelings. You understand? But trust me, when I was younger, I took a lot of L's. You know, you go up, you're trying to talk to a female. You know, hey, how you doing? Listen, I'm not interested. I don't care if you light skin with braids. I'm not interested. You understand that? So I never had an ego when getting rejected from a female. You know, when I was younger. You understand that? Never had an ego. You know, it may hurt like, wow, man, what's wrong with me? You understand that? But at the end of the day, you keep it moving, you take that L, and hey, that's it, man. That's it. You understand? All right. Lucas, you says a lot of weak people, I guess you mean a lot of weak-minded people nowadays all over the world, and it has increased far more than before. Okay, cool. Dale Morris off of Facebook. He says, "Oh yeah, my life is more important, and I try my best in every way to run away from stress." Absolutely, man. Listen, it's not worth it. Being stressed and depressed over a person for a long period of time, man. Listen, you gonna harm your life. You could put your life in danger. A lot of people have lost their lives just based upon stress factors and depression factors that they have had for months and months over a person. Yeah, we human. It's gonna happen sometimes. You're gonna be depressed and stressed over a person, you know. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just gotta take that on the chin. You know what I mean? You're gonna be KO'd, but get back up, man. Strive, man. You know what I mean? Life ain't over if somebody don't want you. Life is not over if somebody don't want you. You understand that? Simple as that. All right. Um, Penelope says that. I guess we said that know what they want talking about. I don't understand that part. You says anybody that says they have no access means everybody is current in the world. I guarantee you, there's a problem. Penelope says, "You funny, Theron Harris. You funny. You funny." All right. Jeremy Dunbar says, I seen a woman pull out a hammer out the trunk on one of my old friends because she thought he was cheating. Wow. Wow. That's something serious right there. You know, some people got the mindset that everybody's cheating, everybody's a cheater, you know, or if this person is going to go to the store for a long period of time, what are you doing? Who you with? You understand that? My man, you can't even go to the bathroom without somebody thinking, without them thinking you cheating on them. Excuse me, beg your pardon. You got people out there like that. Listen, that'll run a person away quick. You understand that? But that's crazy right there. You know. He said he dropped his Oreos. That's funny. All right. All right. Lucas. You said there's a lot of people here that well, I can't say that on here, man. I can't say that, you know. But that's crazy. That happens in that happens. You're absolutely right. People are sick minded for allowing to do those things to their children. You understand that? That's crazy. You know? All right. Penelope says to me, social media is a huge problem if not used properly for the tools in which it started to be in the first place. We're losing too many people very quickly by death, mental illness, spiritual sickness. Mr. Ham says, I got an ex that hates me. She's Mr. Ham, you says, I got an ex that hates me. She stabbed me one time, and this is from YouTube for those on Facebook. And he said, and she's the one that got caught cheating. I'm still not mad at her to this day. I know how to forgive. Wow, listen. That's another good point out there. People will try to accuse you of cheating, try to accuse you of this, try to accuse you of that, nitpick you with the littlest things, but yet they're doing something. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. You understand that? Oh, you doing this, you doing that. Who you talking to? Who texting you? Who inboxing you? Who calling you? You understand that? That could just be a spam email notifying your phone. Or who this person commenting, nitpicking. You understand that? But behind the scenes, they conjuring up, sleeping with somebody, cheating on you with somebody. You understand that? You got people out there like that. That's crazy. You understand? What's the point of being in a situation trying to get to know somebody to marry them or in a marriage and whatnot if you're gonna be that way? You know, if you're gonna try to accuse somebody of doing something or nitpicking with something when you're doing something wrong. You understand that? That's crazy. You know? All right. Jeremy Dunbar, you funny. You says, imagine Tony crying on the couch, eating ice cream, watching love movies. Listen, I had my fair share. You understand? When I was younger, I'm gonna be honest. I had my fair share of heartbreak, especially of things I've done. You know, for sure. That's funny. Ice cream, watching love movies. Paulette says, take the L and keep it moving. LNR says, y'all have some crazy stories up here. Wow. Wow. Master Wu, what up? What up? What up? What up? Cassie Peters. Simple Faith, aka Christopher. You says the human emotions are the most dangerous things in the world. to tamper with. Could be true. Could be true. You understand? Could be true. You know. All right. Dell Nelson says, I was one. I guess you meant I was once a victim. Wow, that's crazy. You was once a victim. You said so true off of Facebook. I'm trying to see if I can pull those comments up, man. You know, and see if you have more to say because they're not really showing your comments too much. All right, off of Facebook. Vera Webb says nowadays people rather be single than being in a relationship or marriage. Listen, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut off that one for sure. You know, I'm gonna definitely keep my mouth shut over that one. All right, that's funny though. Penelope says, Mr. Harvin Bingo, that's what women still desire. And guess what? Instead of us getting what was in the day and tied back in the day, to me, you men are acting like little girls. Well, I wouldn't say all men. I would say the majority of men. Majority, I agree. You know, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one, Penelope. You know, you're absolutely right. A lot of men in this world don't know how to be men. They don't know how to be leaders. You know, uh, portraying as a street guy, or even if you're not in the streets or whatever, is a certain format, is a certain way how you go about when you in a situation with a female. You know, take leadership. You understand that? And I'm not gonna say I acted like a little girl, but that's something I had to learn in reference to leadership. You know, getting up here in age, maturity kicks in. Maturity sets in for sure. You know. All right. Let's go to some more comments. All right. Appreciate that at Penelope. Most of the times it be them doing all the things they're accusing you of doing. Levy says, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Dale Morris. Sion from YouTube. Men are hated and there's a war on men. Well, I want are you saying Sion from YouTube it's a war on all men? Are you saying that? Black Apple from YouTube says, I'd rather they go ahead and leave than be cheating and putting my health at risk with their infidelities. Wow. Wow. That's definitely a good point right there for sure. You know, definitely a good point. You know, all right. Um, let's see. Del Moore says, "Oh yeah, I'm single and is very happy. 3 or 4 years now and then. When I came across PJ, I actually decided to patiently wait. That's wonderful. Oh, you said Satan. You said Satan hates men the most. Sion says, do anybody agree with that? Do anybody agree or disagree with that? Jeremy says, I believe he's talking about masculinity. The world is trying to make men feminine. Huh. That's funny right there. That's absolutely funny right there for sure, you know. All right, we're going to conclude this in a minute. We're definitely going to conclude this in a couple of minutes, man. I appreciate everybody for coming on the live on YouTube. This is Live Conversations number 163, our 163rd time on YouTube Live, you know, and our 13th time on Facebook Live, man. You know, I appreciate everybody for coming on. You know, shout out to everybody in the chat room on YouTube, you know, Facebook for sure. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., we will be having a biblical discussion on YouTube with Peter Cox and Cartels Young. The topic is the right hand of God, man. It's going to be a good, interesting topic. And I believe that is episode 54 biblical discussions and debates. You know, as y'all, for those who came on the other night with Captain Tazariak of the ISUPK Hebrew Israelites and Reginald Young on that topic, man, we are looking to push forth for a part 2 in that biblical discussion on YouTube. You know, it was a good debate, but you know, it got out of hand, but you know, it's all good. For sure, for sure, for sure. All right. Okay. Sion from YouTube says, look what they're doing now. They're tempting the man, or they're making them feminine. Okay. Okay. You know, okay, okay. Oh man, appreciate that. Vic W says, do you think Captain was blasphemous, bro? He's talking about the biblical discussion that we had the other night with Captain Tazariak of the ISUPK Hebrew Israelites and Reginald Young. Those on Facebook really don't follow that, don't know too much because I haven't been on Facebook Lives too much. Do I think he was blasphemous? Well, when you go to their YouTube channel, I believe it's Across the Line Radio, and I knew Tazariak, know of him for a while. You know what I'm saying? We talk here and there, you know, and they tend to use profanity and whatnot. You know, we have a lot of disagreements, but it's still a mutual respect. You understand that? We deem profanity as, ungodly for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a biblical discussion. But we made peace and whatnot, man. I'm not going to dwell on it because, you know, me and him talk the same night and the next day, and I'm gonna hit him up probably tomorrow to work on his part 2 with Reginald Young. You know what I mean? That's gonna be fire. You know what I mean? Especially what happened. You know, it was heated, it was tense, and whatnot. You know what I mean? Seemed like chairs was being thrown, but you know, it's good to make peace with people. You know what I'm saying? It's good that we could come together and still, you know what I mean, try to make a part 2 to that biblical discussion, man. For those on Facebook who don't know about these biblical discussions, man, you know, go to the archives on Tony Harvin YouTube channel, man, and you know what I mean? Feel free to check them out for sure. You know what I mean? But 1 p.m. tomorrow, I'm not sure about the second debate tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm not sure about that too much, you know, but we're going to check with both parties to really lock it in. I know Mr. Ham and G-Man. I'm pretty sure some people know of G-Man for his viral videos with the Hebrew Israelites, you know, in North New Jersey, shutting them down and whatnot. So that should be a good discussion for sure. All right. You funny. What up, Ernest? What up, Ernest from YouTube? All right, we're about to end his lives, man. We're about to end these lives. One more comment from Facebook. What is that, Giovanna? You says, hey, sir, why is it so hard to separate from earthly things? There is always circumstances that challenge your holiness. Absolutely. Okay, cool. You're right. You know, you're right. You know, that's a good point right there. At JB, what is that? Melendez from Facebook. Got you on that one. All right, we're about to end this live. Thank everybody for coming on this live on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate everybody for coming on. Email me, boxertonyharvin@gmail.com. If you're on YouTube right now, hit me up on, see me on Facebook, Tony Fashions Harvin. If you're on Facebook, to my right, which looks left to the Facebook video, I'm on YouTube, Tony Harvin, Tony space HARVIN. If you haven't visited my YouTube channel, rumble.com, Twitter, trying to get on Spotify and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We're working on some things. So I appreciate what God has done in general. Hope everybody have a wonderful night, peaceful night. You know, sleep well and get ready for the ball because it's going down on YouTube. You understand that with the discussions, you know? Blessingly, you know, Lord willing, I'll see y'all all tomorrow on YouTube. You understand that? Facebook. I'll be broadcasting probably next week on Facebook with another conversations and whatnot. So I hope everybody have a wonderful night. God bless to everybody. I'm out. Peace.